Here we go.
Welcome, gamers, to the Couch Co-op Podcast. Today's journey starts with a glimpse into this day in gaming history. Get ready for Clash of Flavors and LordBeerstro's beer battle. Our main topics are all about gaming bargains with the $5 Chuck. We'll share our top 3 game recommendations from the PSN Holiday sale in the $5 and under tier. Stay tuned for the latest in mobile gaming with Aaron's Mobile Minute and explore the ultimate of couch co-optionals. And then we'll finish off with testing our knowledge with trivia. Thanks for joining us on this gaming adventure. The Couch Co-op Podcast starts now.
Couch Co-op is full of douchebags. Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op. Couch Co-op.
Hello, Couch Co-opers, Couch Potatoes, and Couch Codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, the most annoying, loud, and most obnoxious, drunken video game podcast on the internet. I'm Ian, and I have a glass, Jared, Dave, John, and Nick on the show
Welcome,
tonight,
Glass.
on the couch tonight. How is everybody doing?
Good.
Doing good. Nice.
My glass
nice
is
chilly
full.
day.
Glass is empty.
We might
Yeah,
get it. We
that's the
might get
glass
an Aaron.
speaking.
I don't know. We might get an Aaron. I
Maybe.
don't know. Aaron usually shows 5 minutes before the show's over, so that's where we are tonight. But yeah, we're back. It's the second show of the new year, and
We're snowed in.
snowed in. Dave just got power back.
Yep. 24 hours without power, civilization collapses. The house gets down
That
to like
sounds
32
cold, man.
degrees, and it's
Ugh.
like, oh, you can see your breath inside the house. It's never a good thing.
To be without
Did you have,
video
like-
games for 24 hours. Ugh.
I wonder if Dave
I had a
had
Game
any,
Boy
like,
Color.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
Did it freeze?
Did it free-
Oh no, I just wanted to know if like anything froze in his house. Like,
Well, luckily,
I mean-
no, none of the pipes burst, and I don't think it quite got down to below freezing, but it was close. I mean, you could definitely see your breath, and it was like, oh man.
and it's rough. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I mean,
Yeah, that sucks.
Well,
My lights were flickering a little bit here and there this week, but that's about it.
I didn't have anything.
yeah, I mean,
It's pretty good.
I lost power earlier in the week, but no, I think I had one flicker and yesterday, and that was it.
Sweet.
All right,
A lot of
Jared.
Portland,
Oh,
trees
Jared.
beside you.
Everyone wants to talk. Everyone's got shit to talk about snow. Keep going. What are you saying, John? I apologize.
A lot of Portland trees unalived themselves the past couple of days.
Just jumping out of the ground.
Yeah.
Kill
Just
me!
like, oh, here's a car.
Here's Dave's power.
Yeah.
No.
That looks like a great power line.
Mhm.
Not only am I going to tip over, I'm going to make sure I'm finished by landing on the power line.
All right, Jared. I mean, what happened on this day, January 14th, in gaming history?
Yes. So the oddball of the series that I am very fond of came out 37 years ago in 1987. The Japanese edition of Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link was released on the Famicom Disk System. That is
Oh, wow.
my favorite one on this list.
All right, quickly moving
like
on.
most Januaries. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, I love that. Well, come on, fine. Wreckfest came out 10 years ago. Can you believe 10 years ago on PC?
Wreckfest?
Wow.
Wreckfest.
Holy
You
shit!
guys loved
That's
Wreckfest.
such a good game. as
10
well.
years ago on PC. That's
I don't
Yeah.
know
crazy.
if I platinumed
That's
it.
wild.
Well,
And Ian, this one came out this year. It's Hentai Tales, Succubus Utopia.
Tails. Is that Tails? Tail?
No.
Oh, what a waste!
No,
what
no
a
animals
waste
here.
of a good
Yeah.
good title.
But yeah, did anybody actually play the Banner Saga? That was like a huge game 10 years ago.
I have
and,
it. I
that
never
company
played it.
just shut down.
Oh, of course.
They were closed. Yeah,
Wah, wah.
that sucks. Bum, bum,
Did they
bum,
finish the
bum.
saga?
They had two. They had a sequel.
They had 2 of them.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
sequel. So
Mhm.
probably.
We actually played this game. Now I forgot about this game, but we played this at game nights once upon a time. War of the Monsters, or just War of the Monsters on PS2.
Oh yeah,
It was like
Nick.
4-player
I made John play
kaiju
it
game.
at the Retro Gaming Expo with me. He was
Yeah.
like not impressed.
That came out 21 years ago in 2003.
That's by our boy. What's his name? God of War guy. Old school God of War.
Corey?
No, not Corey. The original. Dave or what's his
I can't
name?
even think of his name.
What the fuck is his name right now? The original God of War, Daddy God of War.
Yeah.
Anyway, he made a lot of. He did
yeah.
Twisted Metal Black. He did God of War.
Okay.
And he did War of Monsters. Anyway, why
David
can't
Jaffe?
Jaffe, the old
Yeah,
Jaffe. Anyway,
Jaffe.
thank you, thank you, Jared. All right. Well, we said that Nick would be gone from these shows forever, and then he skips one episode, and then he's back.
Yeah, well,
Thankfully, because of snow, he doesn't have to work tomorrow, so he gets to pop
Yes.
on tonight. So we get to ask the LordBeerstro what beers are battling tonight once again.
yeah, well, we're going to continue with this is another one of these aging things, just because this is a topic I'll
How come
beat
they're
to
not on
death like a
camera?
dead horse.
How come they're not on camera?
Oh,
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why don't we see them? There we go.
Oh,
there's
there.
one. Oh, there's
Ooh,
one.
Deschutes Abyss. Yeah.
Deschutes Abyss.
Oh.
And Deschutes Abyss, I believe.
Yes.
They're different years.
Going
I can ask.
Yes.
I can
last
confirm
year
that this
versus
beer
this
is
year.
fantastic when it's really cold.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
why that was the
Abyss.
first beer I had when the power went out and I started the fire.
Well, this will be interesting because they've been sitting out. Especially, these 2 bottles have been sitting up here for the better part of a week.
So what? 23, 24 or 22, 23?
So this one, packaged on November 9th, 2022.
No, 22, 23.
And this one was 11/20/2023.
All right. So we have 22
Okay,
versus
so-
23. Which one are you drinking
Yes.
first? 22?
22. If I-
This is one of those
the bottle
gross,
opener.
like really chocolatey, stouty, heavy, high alcohol beers.
Yep,
This is
bourbon barrel aged, isn't it?
Barrel aged.
very non-Ian beer.
Whiskey barrel, I imagine.
I think it's
Scotch
just
barrel? Wine barrel? Just a barrel. Just an oak barrel?
I think just a barrel.
Oh.
I don't think there's anything special.
What's the alcohol on them, both of them? Is it different between the two?
So, last year's was 11.6.
Oh,
and
what?
This year's 11.75.
Oh, a little step.
So,
A little bit of a
a
step.
step up.
Do they taste
So-
boozy, Dave?
Yes, in a good way.
Mm,
Oh, boozy in a good way.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been drinking I love bourbon barrel aged stout.
It looks like gasoline, man.
Stout,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That looks
Yeah,
thick.
and that stuff's black. Yeah.
That's a
Yep.
black hole.
Thankfully, it's only 12 ounces.
Gonna be 24 soon.
Well, right. Instead of doing like 2 pints.
So what do you like about this beer?
Basically everything you hate about it.
It's rich and
Yeah.
Rich, chocolatey, and
That sounds great.
maybe some coffee notes in there. I don't know.
hit you
The real-
across the
smell.
face like a 2x4.
Mm,
It's a real winter warmer.
Just the way
Just
sex
the
should
smell is
be.
lovely.
it's how Dave survived his
Yeah.
32
Probably.
degree house.
He was so drunk he didn't even notice it was cold.
Mm.
Yeah, lost the feeling in my extremities, and it wasn't the cold.
So is it a chocolatey beer or is it like a coffee beer? What is it? Coffee? Chocolatey?
more chocolatey. I didn't pick up too much coffee in it because I don't like coffee in stouts. But
I do sometimes. It has to be like kind of mild. Some of them like really overpower with the coffee flavor,
Yeah.
but this
Yeah,
one
this
doesn't.
one, no, not so much. But yeah, nice chocolatey, rich, all the things you love.
Who's Jared's had it? Have you had it, Jared?
It's been a long time, several years.
I was kind of surprised that it sounded like Aaron hasn't ever had it before.
I don't believe that.
Have you had it,
One bit.
John?
No,
Well,
I've never had it.
That's just kind of the impression I got with one of his posts
Huh,
when he was
yeah.
asking about it.
I think I maybe had it once before this year. It's because it used to come in 22-ounce bottles,
Mm-hmm.
and it used to be quite expensive. The 12-ounce bottles, I think it was $16 for a 4-pack, so $4 a bottle, which is a lot. It's not cheap, but by the same token, given how much it costs to get a pint out nowadays, that's not that much for like a special beer like that.
And they also, in the 22s, they also used to come like they wax the top of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely used to be a more premium product, didn't it?
Yeah.
Was it more expensive?
I remember that.
$15 or $16, I want to say, for a bottle.
I want to say I even bought a case back in the day from work, where I'm working now again, and it was under 110 for the case. So if you want to do the math, because I can't, because I'm dumb.
So Nick and Dave, have you guys had this beer pretty consistently or no?
No, I
have. I've had it fairly consistently throughout the year.
Okay.
Um.
Well, then I'll ask you these questions later, but I was just curious if... Anyway. All right, well, I'll let you devour and enjoy that beer, and we'll get some more thoughts from you, as we do later on in the show, and we'll move on to our main topic of the night. And something I find interesting about this video game show is that we have a segment of gamers. We have gamers that, like Jared and I, who play a lot of new content. And then we have gamers that like buy cheap content and old content, or gamers that buy a lot of content later on, So it's like we're servicing a lot of different gamers, because that's what the couch is. We're a lot of different type of gamers. So last week was our kind of looking around at the new content that was happening and coming out, and then today I thought we'd do a throwback, an older content show. And I thought it'd be fun to do the $5 Chuck. And basically, the PlayStation Holiday sale ends the 17th. So you have 3 days to buy these games.
But a lot of these games go on these discounts.
100%. Yeah, so you'll be able to find a lot of these games for that price.
Add them to your favorites list.
Yeah, 100%.
And then the other thing I noticed was quite a few of them were on the PlayStation Now. If you...
Oh, yeah.
If you wanted to step up to that subscription you could get quite a few of them that way if you don't want to buy them individually.
But I thought it'd be fun to like make the guys scour through the sale at the $5, basically $5 and under. So any of the games in the $5 and under tier, any of those games in there, come up with your top 3 favorite that you would like to recommend. The caveat being that if someone else comes up with your pick, you have to replace it with another pick. So I wanted to come up with a list of games that, there were no repeats.
But before you get too deep into it, it's nice that you can filter it by full games and bundles. And then I actually did $2 to $4.99, because I found if I did $0 to $4.99, it was just... There was a
garbage,
a lot of junk, a lot of easy platinums, I suppose.
A lot of DLC too, and
I did see a lot of Ian games in there though.
There's a lot of great games though. I mean, I basically wrote a list of all the games that I that were like $4.99 or lower, and then just that I liked, and then I don't think anyone is gonna pick my list, but whatever. But I thought it was fun. And, I know some of you guys are cheapskates. Maybe some of you guys will buy some of these games. I don't know. But anyone out there looking for great, awesome games, this is the episode for you. So the $5 Chuck. Here we go. Jared is going to let you kick it off because I imagine Glass hasn't played jack shit. So
probably doesn't even have a PlayStation.
Probably doesn't.
That's funny.
Doesn't have a credit card.
Xbox or credit card. Yeah.
All right, Jared. What's your number 3?
I have to start with one of the easiest grabs for anybody is the newer version of Doom. Just Doom. It's $3.99.
$3.99.
$3.99 for Doom, and that game is amazing.
There you go.
It's fucking fantastic.
And Doom 3 is also $3.99 as well.
Yeah, Doom 3 is also that, but it's a lot slower paced. It's fine. It's fine.
That
I've almost finished it.
Doom though has that like real difficulty spike halfway through where it's like they've been teaching you how to,
Quake 2 with the PS5 upgrade is also $3.99 if we're going to keep it on the ID software.
Well, Doom is worth $3.99 if you're just going for the music. Dude.
The music!
Like the music. I'd pay more than that for the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's a steal. So there you go, Doom. Dave, what's your number 3?
Oldie but goodie. We've talked about it a lot. Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2.
$4.49. You can't go wrong with it. I'm guessing no one's playing the multiplayer anymore, but the single player is just memorable. The campaign is,
and there's co-op, so you can do kind of a co-op horde mode thing, so you can play with your friends if multiplayer isn't. I don't think they've turned off those servers, so you probably might be able to get in.
Yeah,
but
you might be able to find enough people, but I don't know. That's such a good game.
Yeah,
and the single player is well worth the price of admission.
I also think it's the deluxe edition that comes with all the mech skins.
It's the ultimate edition.
It has all the,
so it comes with all the cool different mech skins.
I can't remember what they call it. The something bundle.
Titan skins, yeah. So, it's the big bundle that comes with all the shit. Pretty crazy, pretty gnarly, pretty awesome. All right.
But yeah, just a solid game that if you haven't played it, the campaign is just amazing.
I think it was my game of the year that year. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, I think
it was. Yeah,
highly and talked about it before.
I think it was the Couch's game of the year.
A very cool game. And if no one has it, you should fucking pick it up. Nick, do you have it?
Have what? Titanfall 2? I do.
Oh, okay.
It was free on PSN once upon a time.
Oh,
I think it was.
Yeah, I think so. So there's the other caveat. You probably already have it if you're.
Yeah. Quite a lot of these games.
This is kind of a PlayStation fanboy. Top 3 list. Doom's not though. Doom is not on Plus. Is it on the subscription? I don't know if it's on the subscription.
No. Or let's see. I'll scroll down. Yes, it's on PlayStation Extra.
Extra. All right.
Yeah. So that's the top tier. And Titanfall is not.
All right. John, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is My Friend Pedro.
Fuck. Have you played that?
Yeah, that was a Xbox Game Pass game.
Oh my god! Now I have to find another game to put into the fucking.
Oh man,
shit.
That's on PlayStation Extra as well.
It is on PlayStation Extra. That's how because I bought it for Switch, and then on Extra I played it again. I played it through twice. It's a great fucking game, dude. I don't understand why more of you need to play that game. You guys need to play that fucking game. It's so fucking inventive and cool.
Try and remember. How long does it take you to get through?
Not very long.
Howlongtobeat.com?
I don't know, 4 or 5 hours maybe.
Oh, okay, pretty quick.
It's not that long. It's like an indie game.
But it's just a side scroller shoot 'em up game where you can go into slow motion
with style.
With very much style. It's so much fun.
I think I have played that.
It's
briefly.
super fun.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy, and the banana talks to you, and
it looks cool. Yeah.
It's super fun. It makes a little GIF.
It kind of has like a Miami. What was that one game where you play
Hotline
like
Miami?
Yeah,
I mean, they're two different types of games, but the music's kind of similar.
Yeah, but it's the theme.
Oh yeah, the aesthetic.
Just shoot it.
But it's not the acrobatics is the same, but that's like isometric.
But like the dark world and like kind of the muffled speech and the psychosis that's happening.
That was also in the sale. If you could get the bundle for both those games for like $3 something. Thanks for bringing that up, John. You know, I'm gonna bring up other games that are in the sale if you guys are gonna give me the lead in. So like, you know what sucks is that my number 3 was My Friend Pedro, so I have to find a replacement for My Friend Pedro.
Oh man, that's easy.
I'm gonna go with
My Friend Ian.
No, I'm gonna go with Ruiner. Another isometric game. It's in another isometric kind of top-down shooty shoot game, and has a cool story. And there's a lot of cats in it, and it's very edgy.
Meow.
And it's like kind of like a twin stick shooter, but kind of RPG-y. And so it's not like constant shit's happening. You talk to people, and it's cool, really cool looking. I actually played it originally on Game Pass, beat it, and then I bought it again for cheap because I buy $5 games all the time. I bought it on PSN and played through it again. It's just a fucking cool ass game. Has a lot of style, and I don't know, it's super cool. So that's a Ruiner. That's another, also I think Devolver Digital, just like My Friend Pedro. So that's my number 3. And I imagine none of you guys have played it, and you guys should play it because it's cool.
I've heard of it.
It's super cool. That's probably a little longer than My Friend Pedro, but it's still pretty short. It's like 8 hours maybe. Anyway, cool game. Very cool game. Nick DeWin, what's your number 3?
So I kind of had to take a different approach to this list because there weren't a lot of games in there that I've actually played. So I basically made a list of games that kind of look like they might appeal to me, and I may actually want to try, and other people want to.
We'll tell you if they're any good.
About them. Yeah, or basically, or if you guys can tell me how much mine sucks or
how.
That's all good, man.
We'll tell you if you need to spend $15, $10, or $5 by the end of the night.
Well, I mean, yeah. Anywho, so I just figured a good number 3 was going to be Between Time Escape Room. Just the title basically tells you almost exactly what the game is going to be, but it just sounded like it might be kind of fun. It's basically a game that's designed by people who have designed escape rooms, but they kind of threw a time travel element into it, and it's basically a puzzle game. I don't know. I was kind of intrigued by the title, kind of looked into it a little bit, and it just, for a game that is $5, I'm making my money's worth. Just playing that.
It has high ratings.
I've never played it. I don't think any of us have played it.
Yeah, I've never played that, but I like puzzle boxes and stuff like that. Like The Room and things like that. So those are just getting into a place where these are getting out of a place. So
$5 is a game or a beer. So it's like one of the two. You could have 10 minutes of enjoyment or possibly hours of enjoyment. It's like.
Well, I don't know. I mean, on some level, it kind of made me think of Portal, and I don't know why, but just the idea of going into different rooms with puzzle, just thought it might be up my alley.
Yeah, looks cool.
I think you should buy it and report back.
I just might.
Yeah, he's doing it right now, guys. He's doing it right now.
Awesome. Not quite, because all my stuff is downstairs and
remote play. Nick, remote play. All right, Nick, Jared, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is a number 2. It's a Guacamelee 2.
Oh, nice.
Good, yeah, that's $4.99. Yeah, I love that game. I played the hell out of that. I think I did all the challenges and stuff like that when I played through that. It's such a great game. It's like a Metroidvania brawler where you're a wrestling luchador dude, and there's tons of retro game references and stuff like that. Like the art in the background will look like different games.
But you can co-op.
Look exactly like them.
You can co-op up to 4 people in that game.
Yeah, it's co-op as well, which I would love to play that game in co-op someday. I think it would be great. There'd be such chaos on the screen. It'd be super cool.
Cool. Awesome. That's a great game. I don't think I've played much of the second one. I played a lot of the first one, but
the second one's even better, dude.
Yeah,
the
first
first
one's
awesome, but the second one's amazing. They perfected it.
I don't even think I had the second one.
But top tier. Well, for $4.99, you could.
Know, right? I could. All right, Dave, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Doom, VFR.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I don't know if anyone, if you've got a VR headset for $449, I mean, you may as well get some use out of the bucket. And it is a lot of fun. It's not quite as good as or you can use the controller from what's the game I'm thinking of?
Oh, Farpoint.
The aim controller.
Farpoint, yeah, the aim controller. You can use that with it, but it's not quite as integrated as well as it is in Farpoint. But man, it's fast. It'll make you want to vomit.
Always a plus.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it on disc and I've played it. It was really good, and I got close to finishing it. It just gets so like ridiculously quick and stuff that I just couldn't do it anymore because the VR was making me sick.
Oh darn!
I
played a little bit of it at your house, and I enjoyed what I played. Yeah.
But yeah, if you've got a VR system and you're like, maybe I should dig the bucket out, something fun. It's definitely one of the better titles and a fun time.
Cool, awesome.
I have both of my VR headsets hooked up on my PS5. They're both ready to go.
Oh
yeah.
wow! You don't even have
I set the box up.
I didn't even think you like. I figured you like have one like connected to your PS4 Pro and then the other one on your PS5 or something.
No, because the PS4 Pro is not going to stay inside. Once it gets a little warmer, it's going back out in the garage.
Gotcha. All right. JPK, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is BioShock 2 Remastered.
BioShock.
So BioShock 2 is a separate story. It does take place in Rapture, but you play one of the big daddies, and essentially you're trying to find your little sister across Rapture 10 years after the fall of Rapture. So the game itself isn't quite as good as BioShock 1, but the DLC is pretty renowned. Minerva's Den, I think is what it's called. It's well known for pretty much being up to par with BioShock 1 in terms of the storytelling and the twist they have with the DLC.
Just be careful, because we did get the BioShock collection on PS Plus once upon a time, so you might already own it.
It's true.
Yeah.
This is true.
But that's true for a lot of these games.
Yes,
So.
yes. Sorry, I interrupted
the
you. John.
BioShock thing,
that's a good
I've
point.
only ever played Infinite, and I've never played the other 2.
I've played them all. I like the series.
Yeah, I've played
a
them
lot,
all.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
I like Infinite the best in terms of the art style.
Yeah, it's really well done.
I think the story gets a little convoluted in Infinite for my taste, but in terms of the art style, I really liked it.
I can't remember Infinite.
Though it's funny that BioShock 2 is the cheapest of the group. It's $4.99, whereas the original is $8, and so is Infinite.
There you
At
go.
that point, is it bad to buy the collection?
2 is considered the lesser of the 3. So.
Yeah.
And it wasn't developed by the original.
Yeah, it's a different.
BioShock
It's a different studio.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
I remember liking it.
The game director, I forgot his name. He wasn't Ken or Kevin or whatever. He wasn't involved with BioShock 2. He was doing.
Is that
I think
Levine?
he was. Yeah, I think he was working on Infinite,
That's Ken.
or working on a iteration of Infinite before it became Infinite.
Cool. All right. Well, my number 2 is a bundle. It comes with 2 games, baby.
Yeah.
Batman Return to Arkham. So if you lived under a rock and you never played Arkham Asylum or Arkham Return,
You mean like me?
Yeah. You can get these 2 games. They've never been given away on Plus. They might be on Extra, but I'm not sure about that. So Rocksteady's original 2 games. These are classic, awesome Batman games. For $4.99 or whatever, it might be cheaper. I don't know exactly, but
it's $4.99.
These games,
it's not on Plus or anything.
These games, so these are 2 games you won't be able to get anywhere else unless you buy them from this sale.
Well, you can buy them individually for $59.99 each.
There you go. Yeah, you can buy them together for $5, or you can buy them separately for full price. Come on, guys.
It's stupid they even have those in the store. Like the base price of Batman Return to Arkham is $20, but they still have the individuals at $60.
If you like that if you like that Spider-Man combat, this is the game that originated that combat before Spider-Man, basically. Super cool, super fun. I don't know what else to say. Really well made. Like, it's sad when you look at like the game they're making now, Suicide Squad, and everyone's like, oh, it's just kind of sad that they've devolved into this other thing. But this is when the studio was hitting on all cylinders. Great. 2 games, 2 great and they're big games. Awesome. They're meaty games, great games for $5 is crazy.
Yeah, so they'd be worth $5 each.
I've actually bought it twice because I have both the originals on PS3.
Is this the one you platinumed?
I bought them again on PS4.
He platinumed the first one.
Yeah,
Arkham Asylum.
The original. Yeah. I didn't do the second one. But
and he hated every fucking moment of it. So
I played it on hard. So and then but Arkham Asylum. So the third one that's not in this bundle, this is the PS4 game. I also played a lot of. So
Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham Knight. Sorry, you're right, Jared. Anyway, so great games, 2 of them, $5, and they're remastered, so they're rezzed up a bit, so they look nicer than the PS3 versions. Anyway, cool collection. Return to Arkham, 2 games.
Nice choice, Ian.
Nick to win. What's your number 2?
I'm gonna go with Streets of Rogue.
Streets of Rogue.
Okay, nice.
This was just again another game that I was just kind of looking at. That it just like looking at the images, it just kind of gave me a feel of I mean, not that I ever played it, but Earthbound, or basically just any like top-down SNES game. I guess Legend of Zelda would kind of fall into that mix too, but just even kind of reading. I mean, I think this was also another well-reviewed game, but it seems like it's much more than kind of what I was expecting, because just kind of reading up on it, it's like it almost seems like an RPG-ish sort of game. Just looking at a quick description here, it says fight, sneak, and hack your way through randomly generated cities. It's like Nuclear Throne meets Deus Ex mixed with Anarchy of GTA. Roguelite meets Immersive Sim and goes completely insane. And all of that can be had for $3.99. And then there's a couple of other DLC options. You can get a character pack for another $4.59, and I think else over on the $1.99 and under page, but I can't remember what it was.
It's a character pack for $1.49.
Oh, okay. But yeah. I mean,
or you can get them as a combo for $5.74.
Is this like a brawler, basically?
That breaks the rules.
Like a brawler?
Yeah,
like
I think
Streets
so.
of
It's
Rage?
in a fantasy. Let's see. What's it? It's not like Streets of Rage because it is top down, like he was saying, but it's like a RPG with action.
With action elements.
Yeah, action elements. It's like 4-player local co-op or 4-player online.
Interesting.
So I mean, it seems like it's got a lot going on.
So like that,
and
that kind of like River City Girls look, or like full isometric?
Top down 8-bit.
Oh,
essentially, maybe a little better than 8-bit, like downgraded 16-bit. I would think like 10-bit.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Fun. All right. Cool.
$3.99.
Looks interesting.
Rogue City. What is it?
Streets of Rogue.
Streets of Rogue. Streets of Rogue. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. RPG, multiplayer, battling, shooting.
Well, before we get to our number ones, maybe Nick DeWin can finish off this beer and kind of tell us his thoughts on it.
Oh, we're only doing top 3. That's right.
Yeah, only do top 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I have a lot more.
Yeah, I know. I have a list of 12, but
yeah.
But of course, I cheated because none of these games I've played before. But
yeah, that's all right.
So how was the? This is the 2022. The 2022.
Yes.
How was it?
And it's and kind of in keeping in line with any beer that you tend to age, not as boozy as. I mean, I haven't had this year's version yet, but I mean, you just don't taste as much of the alcohol. So you have to get the actual flavors of just kind of the chocolatey stoutness, richness.
Do they say how long you should age it for, or is that just a recommendation?
Not so much now, but back in the day when it came in the 22-ounce bottles and it came with the wax top, it actually had a drink after date. Like they expected you to hold on to it for a while. And I want to say even the Abyss had a little thing on the label that said you can age it for up to 5 years.
Wow.
But I don't think they do that anymore with these little 12-ounce bottles.
Do you think it's because certain people prefer it being boozy versus it just being a chocolatey stout? Like they want.
Maybe.
I don't making assumptions and guesses, I guess.
I've always found that the booziness eases off a bit, and the flavors become more kind of blended the longer they're aged. Like if you have them when they're fresh, it's like certain flavors will be really strong, like either the alcohol or the chocolate or whatever it is, and then as they mellow, it kind of it melds better if it's done right.
How much? I mean, let's say you did age it for 5 years. Does the alcohol dissipate from it? So like the alcohol content would not be. Let's say it's 11.75.
No, it'll still be
11.75.
11.75.
But so what is changing in there then? Or would it get more boozy? Could it get more boozy?
It could if there's some unfermented sugars in there, but they probably wouldn't leave too much in there because any fermentation that went on would just add more CO2, which would mean it's more likely to explode, which isn't what you want. So I think it's just like it's like when you have a fresh hop beer or a very hoppy beer, the hops kind of fade with time. So different things fade at different rates. So, you lose different flavor. Some of the flavors that are very harsh at the start mellow out. And
well, Nick, crack the next one. Take a drink.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did.
I was just waiting for.
You got to start bringing like a glass of. You got to start bringing a glass of water. Rinse out your mouth.
Anyway, we'll try the ultimate. This one's been this beer has been aging for 42 years. It's probably about as old as most of us. So
well, it's like I had Jared, Dave. I'm saying all these. I'm gonna name all my friends. John, Nick. What I meant to say is Justin, and I cleaned out his storage unit, and he had a leftover 6-pack of Corona, which is a 3-pack of Corona in his storage facility, which had been sitting there for about a year and a half. And I took them, and I drank them later. I took them, and then I drank them. What was surprising to me after that, is that the skunkiness was gone.
Huh.
And it tasted just like a malty lager you would get, like a European malty lager. It didn't no longer, it didn't have the characteristics of what you would think as a cerveza from Mexico would be, that skunkiness. It just was like, oh, this is just like a general random, which I thought was interesting. So whatever creates that skunkiness, whether it be the hops but it just tasted more malty and less skunky. So I don't know what creates the skunkiness, if it's the hops or whatever. But after a year and a half, a Corona,
hitting it.
Jared, I know you don't like Corona, but maybe if you just age your Corona a year and a half, you probably dig it. You probably really like it, actually.
Yeah, because I don't like having to add fruit to my drinks.
Well, the fruit is just oh my god.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
Maybe
you don't have to. But...
So, Nick, what's your first impressions of 2023 compared to 2022?
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Oh, I haven't tried it yet, actually.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's the whole point of this break and segment.
Well, I know, but you're sitting here talking, so...
Well, you can still drink it.
Yeah. You can't talk and drink, I don't think.
Yeah, we want to hear the slurp, Nick. Slurp real loud. Yeah.
Sure.
No, sorry for interrupting your slurp with a laugh.
Is there a difference? Can you tell the difference?
I can tell that there was a hush that had fallen across the podcast.
Yes.
Until you asked that question. But actually, no, I don't really taste the alcohol in this one either.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh indeed. Uh-oh, Brandy.
He's gonna set it off tonight.
Which quick take, which one do you prefer?
Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
Stuff.
Don't tell us.
Oh,
let's wait till the end on that one. Let's wait till the end. Let's that be the reveal.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
I want differences. Can you tell any differences first before you tell us?
Well,
just the same beer.
I can't really it is, but it isn't. It's like there is almost a freshness to it. I mean, I can't really quantify how or why, but
is it sweeter in any way? Is it crisper?
No, it's still got kind of like the chocolatey bitterness at the end.
Well, let's let you sit on it for a while. Let's let you drink on and think on it, and we'll get through this next round of video games.
Yes. Enough with the dead air, Nick.
Yes, dead air Nick. That's your nickname. Jared, what's your number one $5 Chuck?
So a game we all had crazy amounts of fun with has an updated edition. It was a free update that was included with Broforce. It's called Broforce Forever now, and it's only $2.99. Four-player side-scrolling shooter, fucking crazy-ass hard, fun-ass co-op game. That's such a great
we beat
game.
That game.
Tons
game
of fun.
Night.
We did. Hopefully the Forever Edition has some bug fixes where the frame rate doesn't slow down, which I don't know if it ruined the game, but it was more
it was crazy
classic, I'd say. Like if you were doing a 4-player game like that on an NES, you'd lose all the frames. But there's always so much happening. We had so much fun with all the characters.
Does it say it adds any new characters to it? Or?
Yeah, it adds 4 new bros.
Oh, that's cool.
I can check. There's 4 new bros. Here, I'll have the names here. Pretty.
Was that a free update? Or
it was a free update.
Oh, so I might have played it because I played it with my brother. So I might have seen some of these characters. I don't remember.
Seth Brondel. Let's see, Zebro. Let's see, Flamenco, Firebrand, Desperabro. So Desperabro. Let's see, Teenage Slayer. What was that? Yeah.
You know, Ian, you are the Bromander-in-Chief.
Bromander-in-Chief.
Of the couch, yep.
Bro Gummer. Demolition Bro. Yeah.
Oh, it's like Demolition Man.
Demolition Man is Demolition Bro.
Desperado, I get it. That's Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. So they added a bunch of new stuff.
Cool. All right. Yeah. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for a fucking shitty game to play with 4 dudes just to get drunk and have fun.
Yeah. Good. Definitely a get drunk and have fun game.
Great game. Very, there's no barrier to entry on that game.
It's for online players or for local. So,
for local.
For local.
For local. Dave, what's your number 1 pick?
There's only one game on that list.
Oh, I know.
I've bought it multiple times, and it's awesome. And if you haven't played it, you should play it. And it was given away on Plus, so you may already have it, which means you've even got no excuse to play it, which is XCOM 2. XCOM.
Nice.
XCOM.
I think it was on.
It's only $2.99. It's
$2.99
price of a pint.
Isn't that crazy, Dave? You could have waited all this time to play it and then bought it for $2.99.
I know. I think I bought that game twice. I want to say I bought it on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation. So
there you go.
I'm pretty sure it was on.
And then I think all the
well,
DLCs with it too, and it's all you can get it. There's like
that's the other nice thing about a lot of these games is the kind of complete editions or whatever you want to call it,
Right.
you know, comes with all the DLC they released.
Pretty gnarly. Pretty awesome. All right. Yeah. Dave's XCOM.
I verified it is on PlayStation Extra. I just found that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. John, what's your number one?
For $199, it's This War of Mine, which is a side-scroller survival game where you play in a war-torn country and you have different survivors living in the same house, and you kind of just manage resources, try to use them to the best of their abilities, because some of them are specialized in certain things, so they get perks. And then your goal is to make it like 20 days or 30 days into the war. I don't know what happens after that. I never beat the game. I got close. I think I got into 20-something odd days, and then everyone died.
So John, this one that is $1.99, it's like I don't know if it's a sequel or a partner to it. It's called This War of Mine, The Little Ones, where it's about the children. Even in war, kids are still kids. So yeah, that's the $1.99 one. It's the same game style. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Is it a DLC then, or
no, it's a game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually $20 like the original version, which is just called This War of Mine.
Yeah, I really like This War of Mine. I mean, it's depressing, but yeah.
Yeah, dark.
I would
played
go,
the original.
So just go get the little ones.
Yeah.
Cool.
Looks good.
Awesome.
It has a lot of ratings and it's ranked very high.
Very cool. I've never heard of it.
We got it free on PS Plus.
Did we?
Yeah.
The original one, yeah.
I think it may be on PS Plus still. As a monthly game or as a...
Oh, it's the original one's on PlayStation Extra.
There you go.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So if you don't have that, you have to buy it. Well, my number one... Okay, you guys are going to have to hear me out here because I have a game, but then I also... It's 5 games. So I did my best to cheat and cram as many cheap games into my one game. So my number one game is I'm going with Hob, which I recommended to Jared. And Jared has played it, and it's an awesome game.
Yeah,
if you like action-adventure games like Zelda, fucking awesome. Not only that, but as you play through the game, the world changes because you affect the world, and it like transforms, and it's really fucking cool. That's my number one. But the side note on this is my number one is really Runic Games. This is a development studio that is no longer in business. They fell under. Hob was their last game. It didn't sell well, which is too bad because it's a great fucking game. It was one of my game of the years. But Runic Studio has basically their entire library is for sale under $5 right now on the PSN sale. So Bastion is like $1.99.
Oh, I love Bastion.
Bastion's fucking awesome. It has this cool narration. It's like a isometric kind of Diablo. Kid goes around and beats up shit. Transistor, little less cool, but still very cool style-wise. It's like a turn-based RPG type of game. Then you have Torchlight 2, which is exactly a Diablo clone. You can play with multiple people. I think up to 4. You go around. Fucking awesome. And then Pyre, I have not played, but I hear it's awesome. And it's like a game. It's kind of like a basketball, but not. It's like has a story mode. And then, so that's 6 games, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games from this studio that are all under $5. Fucking brilliant studio. Made great games, great artistic games, a lot of fun games. I own Bastion, Hob, Torchlight, and Transistor.
Yep.
I have all those. I've enjoyed all of them. So, but Hob I think is the best, and I would recommend. Well, that's arguable. I like Torchlight too. Well, Bastion's actually. You're right. Bastion's pretty fucking awesome too. But if you have $1.99 for Bastion, I suggest recommending it because it's very cool. In like anyway, any of those games are awesome and you will enjoy and have a lot of fun. I promise you. They're bright, colorful, quirky. Yeah. So,
if anything, just go listen to the Bastion soundtrack.
But I like this.
So
I like
good.
the way the guy narrates the whole game. Like you'll hit some fucking shit, and he'll just like. But instead, like he starts talking about the story, and then you go off and like you beat up some like barrels. He's like, but instead you chose to waste your time breaking barrels, or the
dude's voice is awesome.
It's just funny. I don't know. It's great.
Yeah.
Cheap ass games, great fucking games. You will enjoy, I promise. Nick to win. What is your number one game you've never played but would like to?
Firewatch.
Oh,
I liked it. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a Nick game. Yeah, totally. Play it.
Yeah, it
100%.
Just looking it up, it kind of gave me some Lake vibes, but then I was kind of looking at
But it's better.
but it's better.
Yeah, but it's better. And I was kind of intrigued by the fact that it said there's like nudity in it. Or maybe adult themes, I don't know. It was just there was something that
themes. It's not as risque though.
Yeah, it's not very risque.
Just play Beach
Splash
if you want.
No, I mean, and that's not. I mean, it's not something that I look for in a game. But when I kind of was going in with one impression, which Lake is very safe, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Seeing a tag like that, just like, oh, whoa, maybe there's something a little different going on here, and it's got its own Wikipedia page, and I was kind of looking up the story, and then I'm not mention anything about the story because I don't spoil anything.
I think it's the idea of nudity.
But just hold on a second. We got a chatter in the chat. Spooky, spelled backwards. Ego oops. I don't know. Spooky is he's a watcher and a follower of Yusef Hotlani. So he.
Well, hello.
He frequents the DJ streams. Anyway, he says Firewatch is neat. Takes place a couple hours north of where I live.
Nice.
I was here, and he was there during those fires. So he lived Firewatch. Wow. He lived it.
Nice. Wow.
He might be the protagonist.
Yeah.
Of the game,
or he might, the antagonist. What I'm reading in the plot.
Igoops is how you say it. Igoops. Spooky Igoops.
It's in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but yes, just looking.
Thank you, Igoops.
Yeah,
looking at the plot on Wikipedia, though, it sounds very interesting.
I just looked this up. Is this a Jared Ass game?
It is a Jared game.
It's a walking.
It has a fishing side quest.
Oh, it does. I don't remember the fishing, but yeah, I love the game.
The screenshot has someone with a fishing rod. I'm like, okay, that's Jared.
It's more of a narrative title. There's not much action behind it. You actually get to select your dialogue choices with.
Dave, you did
intuitive dialogue.
Dave did play Everyone Gone to the Rapture or whatever, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, you probably dig
faster than that.
It's
like
faster
you walk
than that.
way faster than that.
I still think that's one of the best games I've played in
ever
the last decade. Yeah,
in that genre. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Everyone's gone to the Rapture.
All right, cool.
Anyway, Firewatch. $4.99.
Yeah, Nick, definitely buy that one. Yes.
Yeah, David Lynch's Firewatch with me.
And that for sure will have very mature themes.
Mm-hmm.
Just a woman masturbating in a Firewatch tower. All right.
Well, that's how she starts the fire.
Friction.
That's so hot.
Yeah. It's so hot.
Exactly.
Sparks were flying.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Nick to win to finish up this beer and tell us what his thoughts are. Oh wait, no. While we can do some honorable mentions quickly.
I was going to say, yeah, we've probably all got.
Oh yeah,
Jared, what are the games not mentioned that you have on your?
I'll just rattle off a few of them.
Okay.
Do you want me to list the prices too?
No, we know it's under $5.
Yeah, that's right. Burnout Paradise.
Yeah, I had that on mine.
Oh, nice.
Inside.
That's a remaster too. Burnout Paradise is a remaster.
Yes, and it's fantastic. Yes, I have that. Inside and Limbo.
Yeah.
Which you can buy them both together for $6.74 in a bundle. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition.
Yep.
Nice.
Remastered. That was a PS3.
Contra Anniversary Collection.
Cool. All right.
for $3.99, you get like every Contra game and anything that's related to Contra. I mean, there's tons of shit in there.
Nice.
I've thought of buying that. It's I remember those days. Those were good games.
Dave, what do you got?
I saw 13 in the remake, although I read the reviews weren't very good on that game, but I really enjoyed the PlayStation 2 original. So
yeah, and it's the update too, so
yeah,
it might be good.
I never played it.
Saints Row 4, just stupid game, but lots of fun. Saw that in there for less than $5, and then a game I actually haven't played, but I might be interested in is Beyond the Steel Sky, which is a point-and-click adventure type game.
Huh.
Cool.
Beyond the Steel Sky?
Yeah, I've never played Beneath a Steel Sky, but I have friends who played it back in high school, and they were like, this amazing adventure game, and so it's the sequel to that. So I'd have to play the first one, which luckily I have it, and I've on my Amiga. I've played a little bit of it, but I haven't finished it yet.
Watch a recap.
No.
No, yeah, you don't have to.
I just want to quickly say, Spooky popped in. He said Burnout had a great sense of speed, loved those games, and he's taken off. But he loves he digs the setup on here. He loves our little couch.
Oh, great.
Good night.
Glad you like the show. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Thanks for the input. We
From
love
the
it when
Brady
people
family
we
to
love it when
yours.
people come in and like chat with us, because generally we're a podcast, so anything we get, we never get anything. People just listen to us and then run. That was Dave with Battle. What is it? Something Steel?
Beyond the Steel Sky.
Beyond the Steel Sky. All right, John.
The original one is Beneath.
Oh, Beneath.
Yeah.
All right, John. What do you some of the ones you had on your that no one said on your alternate list?
I had Star Wars Bounty Hunter, where you play Jango Fett. So this is before LucasArts stopped producing games. I think they were still developing games at this time. Because then they started licensing games, and then they just got rid of the studio altogether. So this is right when they were still developing games. But it's third person. You play Jango Fett. You get jetpacks, his dual pistols, and they had some cool elements, like you had to scan each alien. So even if you're on a main mission looking for a target, you could get on-the-fly bounties that then you could, while you're on this mission, you could do other bounties for extra cash. But it's just kind of fun to play LucasArts game that's better than, not all their stuff were hits, so it's nice to play a better LucasArts game, especially Star Wars property.
Cool. All right, I have a bunch. We're gonna kick it off. Need for Speed Heat or Payback. Both those games super crazy cheap.
I was waiting for you to list those.
Both those games are fucking awesome. I recommend those to no end because I love the Need for Speed series. Injustice 1 or 2, I'd probably go 2, but both games are fucking awesome. Injustice 2 is probably one of the greatest. It's better than all the Mortal Kombat games. So if you were thinking about a Mortal Kombat game, I'd say fuck those games, and I'd go with Injustice 2.
That was on my list.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Mortal Kombat XL is on there.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat XL is on there. But Wolfenstein Youngblood, I know Dave and I played a bunch of it together.
Yep.
I think the game is awesome. It got really knocked by critics, and so it didn't do very well. But I thought the game was super fun and a lot of fun to play.
I had it on Stadia, so I never got to finish it.
I think I did play with you a little bit on Stadia.
Little.
I think I did. Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare's Game of the Year contender, is like $2.99. This game, if you like Mass Effect or Dragon, I mean, this is a massive fucking game for like $3. Fucking
that was a great
ridiculous.
Game. I loved it.
I still got to finish it, but great game. Dishonored Definitive Edition. Dishonored is the best version of the Dishonored games. If you like BioShock, I think you should play Dishonored. I think it's better. Probably more exciting. A lot more fun. This is a throwback. Darksiders, the original Darksiders War Mastered Edition. So this is the PS3, this is the PS4 up-res version. The first Darksiders is probably the best Darksiders game. Very, I hate to say it, but if you like, Zelda Adventures of Link, or what is the game, the one on 64?
Ocarina of Time.
If you like Ocarina of Time, this is the game you should play because it's basically that but better. Following Dave's recommendation of Saints Row, the game that's actually better than the new Saints Row on PS5 is Agents of Mayhem. Agents of Mayhem did not get a lot of love when it was released because everyone wanted a Saints Row game, but I think this game is actually superior. It's only $1.99. I think it's super fucking fun. I had a lot of fun. I don't understand why people hated it. And then a game that I played with John, but John didn't really like it, but I really dug it. I would love to play it with Jared. It's a actual proper couch co-op game. A Way Out. I think A Way Out's a lot of fun. And if you want,
I've always wanted to play it.
A cool co-op experience.
You killed me at the end.
Anyway, if you want a cool co-op experience, you literally are playing on a split screen together, and you guys are doing different things, but to do the same things. It's a pretty cool game.
Sounds very dynamic. A lot of stuff going on.
It's a very storytelling game.
Switching around.
And that company, they've done a lot of stuff. Their other game is actually on there, Brothers. But I don't recommend Brothers right now because the remaster is coming out. So,
but the original is really good.
It is, but
it's not going to cost $60.
I get it. The new one's not going to cost $60.
It's a remake, I think. It's not a remaster. It's
a remake, but it's still not going to be $60. That game was like...
I don't know about that, man. We'll see.
It is not going to be $60 anyway. Anyway, that's... Nick, what other games did you have on your list?
So I never played this series at all, and I was struggling to figure out if this was a remake, remaster, or what, but Quake 2 for $3.99...
Mm-hmm.
That's the original, and then they it's for they didn't remake it, but they up-resed it for PS5
because it had a release date of 2023 sometime.
Yeah, and it came with a bunch of new. You should watch the trailer. It comes with all the stuff, so it's like the ultimate edition of Quake 2. I have the first, so I have the Quake 1 version of it. I bought the Quake 1 version. I didn't buy the Quake 2 version, but it has, and the online is like full on. So if you want to go in there and just fucking, so many people still play Quake 1 online. I play Quake 2 online too. It's gnarly. It's crazy.
Pretty wild.
Okay. And then actually a lot of you actually mentioned stuff that was on my list, like Injustice 2, Doom, Contra Anniversary Edition. Dave, you didn't mention Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX for $2.99.
His favorite.
Balls, yeah. Because that's like, oh man, that's like $2.99 you'll never get back.
Yeah.
Plus the minutes of your life you waste on it.
He needs the other half for a beer, It's like, why are you gonna spend?
Oh gosh.
And then Jared, Eurofishing's $3.99.
Oh man, Eurofishing, is that like a simulator or like an arcadey one?
I'm assuming so. I saw fishing and I thought Jared.
I think the free-to-play Fishing Planet or Fishing World is better, probably.
There's a free-to-play one, yeah.
But there's another game on my list called Tacoma. I didn't look too much into it, but
I played it.
That's from the guys who did Gone Home, right?
It's another walking sim.
It looked
with an interesting story. Yeah.
It seemed like it was more story-driven than an actual game.
Yes.
So I wasn't quite sure how I'd feel about that.
Isn't Tacoma by the Gone Home people?
I don't know. I can probably find out soon.
That was a really popular game when it really was released.
Okay, well, it's $3.99 right now.
Fulbright.
I don't. Right? Okay, I mean, would that be a game worth getting, or is it just a?
I liked it a lot. It's all story.
I mean, it sounded very. Yeah, I mean, it felt very story-ish, and I kind of looked at it, and it's like I don't know if I'm really. I mean, I would be into it at some point, but
so they Gone Home. Gone Home was given to us for free on PS Plus, and I played it. But you could speed run Gone Home in like 2 seconds. And then their second game was Tacoma, which got a lot of positive reviews.
I got it free on PC somehow and played it through on there. And their headquarters is in Portland.
Yeah, it's an
Oregon.
Oregon. It's an Oregon company. So
Yeah.
Why is
Those
it
are
not
the
in
only
Tacoma?
2 games they've done.
So
yeah, Tacoma's a space station.
yeah, this one takes place in space, not on the ground. But
Yeah.
does
it have any torture porn in it?
None. No, sorry.
and Q Aaron.
Yeah, I know. Bling.
Who was trying to summon?
I still have one more that was on my list.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this will definitely play to some of us. The Disney Afternoon Collection.
Oh, yeah.
$4.99.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
And
right.
it looked like all the games that were the 8-bit variant.
Yeah. I think they're up. I don't think they did anything to them, did they? They're just pretty straight up. Just the games,
they look
right?
basically like their original versions.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad because I was kind of hoping that they would have the DuckTales remaster in there. 2013 because that was a pretty
beefy upgrade though, that game.
Oh no, it wasn't. That game was that was a lot of fun too though. I mean, especially when you throw the music into the mix, because whoever did the music, I mean, I looked it up once, but the guy that did the DuckTales remaster, I mean, that guy's a freaking genius.
But I love that Chippendales game. Chippendales. I remember that. I used to play that all the time on the Nintendo. I never played the Tailspin one. And what's the other one?
Yeah, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, I never.
I mean, those two I never played. It was
they're probably
Chippendale
similar,
and DuckTales for me. Yeah, I mean, there's.
That's $1 a game, though, Nick. That's $1 a game.
Wow.
Yeah, essentially.
All those games were like $40 back in the day at Toys R Us. $39.99.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all these games we've mentioned that you can buy for
all these games you'd have to blow in the cartridge just to get it to fucking work.
Yeah.
Well, that's the $5 Chuck. Basically, we're just trying to tell you to right now, especially if you're in the Pacific Northwest with all the snow, you have nothing better to do but then go to your PlayStation and buy a couple games. What's it gonna do? You probably haven't played none of us have played all those games.
Yep.
You guys could easily just go spend $5.
I haven't played any of my games on my stupid list.
You could easily go there and spend $5 and have a great couple of days, and then when you go back to work, it was $5. It's like
if that's too rich for you, just go to your game library. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, have a look what's in there, because I did that the other day, and there was man, there's a few things.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Even the DuckTales remaster.
Is it DuckTales remaster is not in there?
Yeah, we got that for free.
No, we never got that for free.
Long time ago, I'm pretty sure.
We never got that for free.
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
I think it's only available for
Switch.
PS3, and I even looked, and
I played it on Switch. Or Wii U. Oh no, I played it on Wii U. I borrowed it from Jason Wolford. I'm pretty sure I played it on Wii U.
I mean, I played it on Steam.
Anyway. All right, Nick to win. Well, Jared's feverishly typing to find out. How is the Abyss 2023? Wrap it up.
2023 is the winner. This is probably one of those.
How is it better?
I don't know. It just tasted fresher. Just everything about it.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, not that.
So don't age your beer is what you're saying? Don't age it?
I don't. Well, I mean, they're technically two different beers. I mean, just even based on the ABV alone. But I don't know. I was really digging the fresher version, and I don't know if it's just. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it just. Usually I dig the version that I let sit for a while, but no, I don't know. Just everything just tastes better.
Often alter the? I don't know if you know this, but is it pretty normal for them to alter the recipes?
I don't, but I mean the fact that they both have a different ABV makes me think
that they do.
Gary Fish is up to something. We need to find out.
Well, I've always thought Jubilee, for instance, vastly changes its taste from season to season. Like some seasons I like it and some I don't. So,
I mean, maybe that's good. I mean, they're not like strictly adhering to some sort of a corporate recipe, but yeah, I don't have an answer for you. I think Dave would probably know more about that than I don't. Just from the brewing aspect of things.
The only thing I can think of is that the hops do change from year to year and getting the same.
Yeah.
But they can compensate for that by using slightly different amounts. So.
But I mean, these aren't very hop heavy beers either.
No.
So I mean, I mean,
it's probably just the efficiency that they get when they're brewing them.
Technology.
Yeah. Sure.
Cool. All right. Well,
Leave
there you go.
That, but
don't drink Abyss 2022, only 2020, and don't age it, is what Nick's saying.
Yeah, if you've got any more 2022 you need to get rid of, Nick, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, I'll take some. Yeah, that's all right.
John, John can use one. He's never had it. I'm sure he.
I wouldn't want you drinking anything that's subpar. You know.
Yeah.
Right. Do they still have it at Total Wine?
2022, probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
I had the 2023 at Costco, and it was like $16 for a 4-pack.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't eat any of them.
That's where I got mine.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's not really that
You
bad.
got yours at Costco, Nick?
Huh?
You got yours at Costco?
Oh, the 2023, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you're paying for the price. I mean,
yeah. I also got that Goose Island one that you had the other week, the 2023. What is it? Something Country Stout.
Oh, the Bourbon County Stout.
Yes, I got a bottle of that in the garage that's untouched.
Nice. That's awesome.
Good. Let it sit for a year.
So
it'll be delicious.
No, it's not gonna make it.
Oh, Jared found the information.
I did. Back in January of 15, we did get DuckTales remastered along with Infamous First Light.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I remember playing Infamous First Light.
I remember playing that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we got DuckTales.
Yeah, we got DuckTales and Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Megaton edition.
Wait,
wow.
So
and whoa, Dave.
Was DuckTales just only available on PS3 or did you get it for PS4?
It was PS3. So
Okay.
yeah. That's funny.
Exciting. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't. All right, then maybe that's where I played it. I guess I have to look. Maybe I have trophies.
Yeah, probably.
Go some trophy hunting.
Yeah,
No,
it wasn't
cool.
very good. I played like the first level and stopped.
No, it's great.
What?
That game is
Maybe
great.
I missed the fun.
The basic game is the original.
Yeah.
And then it's cool in the lobby part. You could actually go into your money bin and swim through it.
Interesting.
No, I thought the game was great.
I guess I don't remember much about it.
Oh, you should have played it. It's awesome. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get to some Aaron's Glassy's Mobile Minute. All right. I guess Glassy's. All right. Let's do some couch co-optionals. Something.
What about trivia?
That's at the end of the show, John.
Okay.
I'm usually the one that messes that up, and you make fun of me, John.
Nice.
No, I usually forget, and then John's like, but it's like couch co-optionals. Look at the run of the show, John. Go to Discord. Look at the run of the show. Couch co-optionals comes before. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's basically at the end of the show where you plug stuff.
Yeah. All right, Jared. What do you got? Something cool that you've been taking a look at, or?
Yeah, well, I finally decided to sit down and watch the Marvel's What If Season 2. Mm-hmm. And it's really awesome. You should give it a chance, Ian. There's a lot of cool ideas and stuff in there. I think you should totally check it out. I know you got burned out. I don't remember if you even liked the first season of What If.
I went through half of it, and I liked it. I just never returned to it.
I mean, when Happy gets injected with Hulk radiation and saves the day, that's a pretty awesome episode there. Anyways, but there's a lot of really good stuff, and just try it out. I'm still working my way through it, but I'm really enjoying it a lot.
Cool. All right, Dave, what do you got?
I've got a oldie but a goodie. If you've never watched it, you should watch The Prisoner.
The Prisoner.
Yeah, it's a 60s TV series about this spy that gets trapped on an island. It's really famous. But basically, he doesn't know who runs the island, and he won't submit to their authority. They want to find out why he's a spy who quit, and they want to find out why he quit. But
is it all a ploy to like learn information from him?
That's what they want, information. What do you want? Information. And they call him Number 6. You never learn his name. There's Number 2.
Oh, that's from the Iron Maiden.
Yeah, that's where
intro.
That's from. That Iron Maiden song, the samples from this series. And it's free to watch on Tubi.
Cool.
Tubi, but it has adverts on it. But it's like 50 minutes an episode. There's one season, 17 episodes. And it's really, it doesn't explain itself all the time. It's got a few little bits that are kind of dated, but the story is really cool and the character's really interesting, and the way he never answers any of the questions. They just want him to answer one question, and he just refuses. It's it's fantastic. But
cool.
I'm not a number. I'm a free man. I think that's where. And be seeing you, because they're like always looking like the village is surveilled in a very 60s way.
Are the episodes like then like one continuous story, or they have very episodic episodes?
They're kind of episodic, but they build into the overall narrative of the theme, if you know what I mean. Like, one of the interesting things is like Number 2 changes over time. Like everyone, and there's none of the characters have names. They're all numbers.
Oh, so interesting.
And it's kind of like the individualism versus the collective, good, and all the rest of it.
How did you get turned on to this?
Oh, my dad used to watch it.
Okay.
We went to the place where it was filmed in the 80s, I think, or the 90s. I mean, it was a really popular British TV series. So,
got you.
And I was like, oh man, I should watch it. And I watched it when the virus was around, and then my wife and I started watching it the other week again. So
cool. All right. That's
fun
the Pretender, the
Prisoner,
the Prisoner.
Yeah, and it's on Tubi, and so just go on your PlayStation, go to Tubi, and you can find it right there.
Okay.
Cool. All right, John, what do you got?
Reservation Dogs on
such
FX
a good show.
Or on Hulu.
3 seasons.
It's a show about
Sterling Harjo,
Native Americans on a reservation in Oklahoma.
By Indians, made by Indians.
Yeah. So and then it's executive produced by Taika Waititi, who's also a native from New Zealand. He's half native, half white, I think.
Yeah, but he's more executive. So Sterling Harjo is a Native American independent filmmaker, and he brought the project to Taika because Taika has a production thing with FX.
Yes.
And so Taika really has no.
Well, Taika, I would listen to Mark Maron podcast, and that's how I got turned on to Reservation Dogs. And Taika
Mark Maron's on it.
Yeah,
one episode.
He's like in the later seasons, I guess. But Taika and Sterling, or is it
Starjo? Starjo is also on the show. If you haven't listened to that,
he plays
Mark
the cop.
Maron. No. He doesn't play the
That's
cop.
not him?
No. But Starjo is on Mark Maron's podcast to interview, so you should listen to that episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Anyway, but
yeah, they're both natives,
Yes.
or aborigines, or indigenous. So
people. They're people of color.
People who come from
people.
BIPOC or.
But they bonded over the fact that, because I guess how natives are treated in America is similar how they're treated in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So they kind of bonded over that, and then
what season are you in?
I'm just still in the first season,
Oh,
but
my
it's
God.
pretty funny.
Oh my God, you got to get through it, dude. It's so
and I'm
good.
partial to Native American stuff. I mean, I've read about Native American history when it comes to U.S. history, and then
have you been to the Bill Burr? You got to the Bill Burr episode yet?
Oh no, I haven't.
Oh shit, dude. it's so good.
Yeah.
So it's the first episode really weak because I watched it and it didn't grab me. I must admit, and I only watched the first episode.
We got into like the third or fourth episode.
I think it's quirky all the way throughout. I think you just have to.
I think it also depends on your.
I thought the first episode was pretty good, but it's kind of quirky.
I think I watched the first like 1 or 2 episodes of it because Ian's mentioned it before, and it just didn't grab me, and I didn't really follow it through. So
it's quirky for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the rest of it.
And it's not super hard hitting. It's just kind of quirky.
Maybe I'll give it another shot.
Great pick, John. I love that show.
Is it the Bear or the Bear? And I didn't care for the Bears.
Awesome.
I didn't care for the Bear second season, so I was
what?
like,
the Bear second season's better.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you are full of shit, son.
I didn't care for it,
dude. You are wrong.
I thought the first season was stronger.
Nope.
You're gonna be disowned.
Nope. You are wrong. You are 100% wrong. The first season is awesome, but the second season is fucking just
second
fire.
season just kind of starts getting disjointed.
What are you talking about? Did you watch it all?
Yeah, I watched it.
You did not watch it all. Anyway. So my pick's gonna be Gnome. I'm gonna drop down the stoner metal. This is a stoner metal band from Finland, I believe, or somewhere over there in Scandinavia, and they're called Gnome. It's a 3-piece, and they have 2 albums. One's called Father Time or Father of Time, and the other one's called King. And it's just fucking groove heavy metal music. I've shared a bunch of it on the Discord, but Gnome, I just listen to it all the time now. Just I love it so much. And the new album came out last year, and it's kind of funny, and they dress up as gnomes and just play metal. And not a lot of lyrical content, just a lot of long metal, stoner metal breaks. I don't know how to describe it.
Sounds like my kind of stuff.
It's pretty fucking awesome. I really enjoy it. So I've been trying to find the vinyl, and the new album, I can't find it because it's sold out. The old one I can find. I haven't purchased it yet, but I just ripped it off YouTube, so I just have them on my iTunes as complete full albums, and I just listen to them all the time. So
I like how all their music videos they're wearing those gnome hats.
Gnome hats, yeah, that's the new stuff. Yeah, King Wenceslas and Ambrosia, and it's just, I don't know. It's really basic, but fucking awesome. I really like it. If you just need some heavy shit to just kind of like work on something, it's good background heavy music. I don't know. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
That's Gnome. All right. Nick DeWin, what's your couch co-optional?
Well, it was going to be a stupid TV show, but you started talking about music, and I realized I saw for something, even though I'm not going to be able to do it.
Were you going to talk about the Bear too?
The Bear.
Nope. No. So, January 22nd, it's a Monday night, 8 p.m. Revolution Hall. DJ Shadow.
Oh, yeah. I heard. Yeah. Is that sold out?
It didn't look like it was sold out, but there may be limited tickets available, but
I would love to go to that. I just don't.
I know. I mean, there's been times when he's come to town.
I didn't even listen to his new album.
It's always on it. Yeah, I actually haven't listened to 6. Still. DJ Shadow.
Gotcha. But anyway, yeah, DJ Shadow.
I mean,
that's where we're gonna Revolution Hall. That's where I saw Buckethead there.
Nice.
Which was a trip. Anyway, that's a cool venue. Have you guys seen a show at Revolution Hall?
No,
I haven't been there. I want to.
It's a trippy. It's a crazy, cool venue. Anyway, all right, cool. All right, well, before we get out of here, Jared, actually, John, would you like to remind me of what's coming next?
No, I'm good.
All right, trivia, Jared.
I was just kind of gonna quiz you guys if you
you're
know,
gonna
since we talked about David Jaffe a little while ago. Do you know the first game
John
that
Mafia
he
3
helped design?
Not Mafia 3. The first game he helped design?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think anybody will be able to guess it. But he started back in the Super NES days.
Oh wow.
He helped design Mickey Mania.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
Which it's the thing that caught me off guard the most is that the following year is when Twisted Metal came out. So he was working on the Super NES game, and then Twisted Metal came out that's like his big breakout thing, and he produced the second one. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Is that all we get for trivia?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Jared.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I'd rather just.
What are you talking about? The last few nights has been like multiple stages of like comments and like. Anyway, okay, all right.
Yeah, I didn't.
Didn't do
I'm sorry,
that.
I'm here.
It works sometimes, and
I'm
most
here
of the
and I
time it
ruin the
doesn't.
flow.
Ian wants a conspiracy board behind you.
I was just like
making connections.
I know. Like when it was Doom night, it was like fucking like, hey, when was the first time you played Doom? And then the Doom question, it was just like, okay. Anyway, that's fine. All right, David Jaffe.
Yeah. Well, as I said, before the show is.
I have a trivia question then. What was the last game David Jaffe did for the PS4? Actually, what was the last game he did in general?
Well, it didn't actually really come out. I don't remember if it came out or if it was like early release. But
I played it.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it too.
Did
Anybody else know what game?
It's a shooter.
It was like cell shaded. Everything looked like it was drawn by a child in like a notebook. Called Drawn to Death.
And you play these little characters out of a notebook, and you kill each other.
Yeah, it
just
was
like
multiplayer.
what's his name's Cliffy. He had his shooter
Cliff
too.
Bleszinski.
They both had their shooters. They're like character. They're what do you call that? Character-based shooters.
Hero-based.
Hero-based shooters.
Yeah,
where all the heroes are
that's
different, and they just both fell on that sword and left the industry.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody was making one, and theirs didn't work, unfortunately.
But his was pretty cool. The art style was pretty interesting and different. Anyway. All right. Let's get out of here. I want to thank you all for listening and remind you to leave feedback at thecouchcoopshow@gmail.com or find us on our socials at Couch Co-op Shows, all one word, no hyphen. And that's all the socials. Even if we don't exist on Twitter or X or whatever.
X.
I think the only one I will respond to, well, I definitely respond to Instagram. I may respond to Facebook, and I definitely won't respond to X. But we're on all three of those, so go to Instagram. I will respond. I want to thank Jared, Dave, John, and Nick for joining me here on the couch.
Yeah.
For Couch Co-op, I'm Ian, reminding you to please be excellent to each other.
Be excellent.